Adobe MAX 2024 has just happened and it's delivered a host of brand new features to many of your favorite creative apps, including After Effects. So what's new in the program for 2025? Hey, I'm Tom Graham for Envato. I'm a video creator and I've been working in After Effects for over a decade now, so I've seen my fair share of updates to this program. Now, if you've watched my Premiere Pro update video from Adobe MAX this year, you'll know I'm pretty excited about some of the functionality that is in that app. But when it comes to After Effects, unfortunately, we didn't get much. No groundbreaking generative AI tools, no game-changing rebuild of the codebase from the ground up, no click of a button motion design wizardry. However, that does not mean that there are not some new features and some little tweaks going on under the hood. Now, I've been playing with these tweaks and new features in the 2025 beta version of After Effects for about a month now. The full fat version is available for download right now, so check it out for yourself. 3D workflow enhancements, animation tools, an overhauled user experience, and finally, performance. Let's start with 3D. For those of you who have been hanging out for a truer 3D experience in After Effects, there is now embedded animation support for manipulating your 3D assets and models from other programs like Blender and Cinema 4D directly in your After Effects compositions. You can trigger your 3D animations within the comp, keyframe the moves, and refine the animations as you go, making compositing your 3D assets even easier. Sticking with 3D, there's additional tools for creating more realism when integrating your assets. So shadow catchers allow you to create realistic shadows for your 3D assets with ease. If you're used to working with null layers or null objects in After Effects, it's super simple. You basically generate a layer that catches the shadows from the 3D objects, projects the shadows onto that plane, and you can tweak the shadows to your liking. You then turn off the plane and it leaves only the shadows. Perfect. As well as shadow catchers, there's also depth mapping for 3D objects, which allows you to isolate objects and effects within 3D space so that you can create some realistic focus pools between 3D assets, for example. Speaking of 3D, do you know that we're about to refresh our 3D offering? Yeah, we can't talk about it too much yet. It's coming soon, so stay tuned to this channel because we're getting real 3D objects very soon. In animation tools, we have a variety of new presets for creating professional looking motion design in a quick and efficient way. Things like simplified number counters, titles, transitions, and more. Basically a bunch of handy and efficient tools to help motion designers save precious time on repetitive tasks.
This video is brought to you by Envato, the unlimited creative subscription. Get studio quality motion graphics templates for every editing program. Follow the link in the description and start creating now.
But wait, there's more. We got some subtle but well-needed UI updates. The properties panel is now streamlined for access to frequently used settings, including adding cameras and lights to the properties panel, which is a welcome change. The properties panel is new a few iterations ago, and I found I'm using it more and more. There's also an updated and modernized UI refresh across the entire app, which brings After Effects more in line with the rest of the Creative Cloud apps. It has a bit of functionality where you can change the light and dark modes and things like that, but mostly it's bringing legibility and accessibility in line with the rest of the Creative Cloud apps. And finally, if you're a Windows user, there's been some under the hood tinkering and apparently it's optimized for speed now. We're apparently seeing 4 times the speed of the previous version. I'm a Mac user, so I haven't been able to actually test this, but if you are a Windows user and you're seeing that 4 times extra speed under the hood, let me know down in the comments. I'd be really interested to know because if so, that's a huge update. Okay, so that's it for After Effects 2025. Not a huge amount of big time news for the app coming out of Adobe MAX this year, but definitely continued improvements and just some little helpful things under the hood. It's nice to see that they're still working on the app. I think a lot of us are still hanging out for some actual groundbreaking changes in this app. Let me know what you're excited about when it comes to these updates, what you think was sorely missed, what you have on your wish list between now and next Adobe MAX, and until next time, take it easy. Ease.